Franz von Fritz, and welcome to On the Fritz. Today on the Fritz, we're going to talk about, what the hell are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about overclocking, what overclocking is. Now, if you're a gamer or a super geek and you know what overclocking is already, this isn't the video for you. I'm talking to people that have no idea what this is. So get the hell out of here if you already know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you're welcome to stay. So now I'll explain it to all of the people that don't know what it is and are interested, of course. Overclocking is, you see, you have a CPU in a computer. A CPU is central processing unit. And we're talking about the chip, the main kind of brains, the processor in the machine. Often people call the case of a computer a CPU as well, because it is the central processing unit. But what we're talking about is the actual chip that's in there. Now, chips are made to run at a certain clock speed. And if you speed that clock speed up, they'll run faster. That's not the only factor in how fast a chip is, but the clock speed is a primary factor. Now, a chip is designed to go only so fast because it gets very hot, you see, and you have to be able to cool it off. So if you overclock it, well, you know, your CPU and your machine will just melt, which is very unfortunate. But we won't go into that. So what do we do when we overclock a chip and it's getting very hot? We have to find better ways to cool it. So somebody who overclocks a chip spends a lot of money on trying to get a cooling system that will cool the chip, and often they'll use a liquid-cooled system. It has all these hoses in it. It's like the radiator in your car, basically. And that's what cools it off so that it doesn't burn up. Now, even with this cooling system, it probably reduces the life of the chip running it so hot because it's, you know, it's stress on the chip to be running overclocked. But, you know, you get more speed out of it, and, you know, it's a trade-off, if you know what I'm saying. Now, the reason you would overclock a chip is, you know, you want more performance. Like, you can't afford a chip that actually gives you more performance. You could overclock it, and you may be able to do that for, say, less than you might buy a more expensive chip. But if you have the most expensive chip, you might want to get more out of it. Like if you're a gamer, you want to have the fastest machine. And so you have the fastest chip, and so does your best friend, so you overclock your chip and see how fast you can get the machine to. It's basically like souping up a car. You know, people get these hot rods, and they do... What the hell happened there? Did you see that? This thing I have here is a gimbal. Maybe we'll talk about what that is in another video. But it's supposed to keep the camera stable. And it just went nuts. Did you see that? Maybe it's overclocked and its chip burnt out. I don't know. But it's working again now. So anyway, what I was saying is overclocking is like these people who have hot rods. You know, they do things to make their cars go faster. And it's a similar thing. Part of it is the fun of being able to do it. So if you want to do it, go ahead and overclock. It's fun. Yeah, you water cool your machine, put little LED lights in it, whatever you want to do, and enjoy your gaming. That's okay. Now, you know, if you're here and you're thinking, well, that's not a very good explanation of overclocking, or you said something wrong about it, because you know what it is, you're a gamer or whatever. I told you at the beginning of the video to get the hell out of here. Did you sneak back in when the gimbal went nuts? Maybe you had something to do with the gimbal going nuts. I don't know. All I know is it's, you know, it's about time to end the video. You know what I'm saying? But before I end the video, you want to like the video if you like it. You can subscribe to the channel if you want, and you can share the video if you want, or you can do whatever the hell you want to. I don't care. Until next time, I'm Franz von Fritz, and this has been On the Fritz. And this gimbal is on the Fritz. You know that? I think it took the name of the show to heart. Very interesting. I'll be watching you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.